Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. Welcome to today's presentation on State Administration Law. My name is Nadila Rahmatiani and I will be your moderator for this session. Okay, let's me introduce you from Group 6, which consists of 4 people. I'm Nadila Rahmatiani and my friends Nicholas Tamara, Sabila Humaira, and Widya Ramadhani. Now, I am pleased to introduce our speakers. The first material will be delivered by Nicholas Tamara.
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. Okay, I will continue explaining the material. A. State Administration Law Terminology. A. Definition of law. Law is a set of rules and norms regulated by the government or authority in a country or society. Law is also a set of rules established by a certain authority or government agency to regulate the behavior and relationship between individuals, groups, or institutions in society. According to experts, one Prof. Mr. M. Mayer, the general law of the Burgenrecht, read in his book, Law is all rules, including moral consideration, dealing with human behavior in society and being in good line for state rules in carrying out the work. And two, Leon Deguet. Law is a rule of conduct for member in society, where power used at a certain time in give be by the community as a good state of common interest. And if violated, then the preparator of the violation is the same as the perpetrator of the violation, the person who committed the violation. Next. B. Definition of state administration. 1. Leonard DeWitt believed the state administration is an operation work active aimed at implementing enforcing state policy. 2. Utrecht considered that state administration is a combination of administration positions under the leadership of the government, the president assisted by minister, which carry out part of the government work. Parts administrative functions which are not assigned to judicial bodies, legislative bodies, and government bodies of legal association which are lower than the state, namely government bodies of legal association of government region 1 and 2 and special region. Philip M. Hydians. C. Understanding of state administrative law. 1. Open hand said state administrative law is a combination of provisions that bind high and low bodies when this body use the authority that has been given to them by state administrative law. 2. GHP Freud said that administrative law is the totality of rules on how government apparatus and state body and administrative courts are to fulfill their dudes. In Indonesia, there are many terms for state administration law. Some terms, according to experts, are as follow. 1. Utrecht, in his book entitled Introduction to Administration Law in the 2000 edition, the first edition used the term Indonesia Administrative Law. Then in the second edition, it used the term Indonesian State Administrative Law. And in the third edition, it used the term Indonesia State Administrative Law. And two, Wiljono Prajogodipuro, in his writing in a legal magazine in 1952, used the term governmental administration. Julai Hasan Kosomadja, in his book Principles of Administrative Law, the state used the term state administrative law formulation in accordance with the basic law on judicial power number 14 of 1960. Prajudi Armodijo, in his presentation at the 1972 Persah Nation Conference in Prapat, used the term state administrative justice. W.F. Prince, in his book Enhancing in Head Administrative Rights Fund Indonesia, used the term Indonesia State Administrative Law. One, the meeting of the teaching staff of the State Law Fakultas Stroke Indonesia in March 1973 in Cirebon indicated that it will be better to use the term state administrative law on the ground that state administrative law has a broader meaning and is in accordance with the development and progress of the Republic of Indonesia in the future. And two, the goal of the Minister of Education and Culture in 1972 connection the minimum curriculum guidelines. State and private universities use the term administrative law, HTP. 3. The Basic Law on Judicial Power number 14 of 1970 and the MPR Decree number 21983 connecting GBH in use the term state administrative law and the decree of the Minister of Education and Culture number 31 of 1983 connecting the core curriculum of the Bachelor of Law Education program use the term state administrative law. That's all from me. I will return it to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nicholas Tamara. The next material will be delivered by Sabila Humaira.
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. Okay, I will continue explaining the material. Definition of state administration law. Law in administration country gathering regulation legislation which arrange the relationship between the state, in this case the government, and citizen in the administration of government. This law regulates the producer for the decision making and administrative action, as well as the legal relationship between government bodies and other interstate parties. Next. State administration law is a branch of law that regulates the relationship between the states. In this case, the government and citizen in the administration of government. This law regulation the producer for decision making and administrative action, as well as the legal relationship between government bodies and other interest parties. Objective main law administration country is for ensure that governance is carried out effectively and fairly, and protect the right of citizens. Next. The theoretical basis. The importance of the theoretical foundation, providing direction. Thus, the authors provide clear direction in the formation and implementation of state administrative law to solving problems. The study help in analyzing and solving various problems that arise in the practice of state administration. 3. Developing law. The story from the basis on the developing state administrative law to be more relevant to current development. Major the areas. Social contract, the theory. This theory views the state as the result of a social agreement between individuals who surrender some of the freedom in exchange for protection. Natural law theory. This theory argues that law comes from value in humans and the universe. Legal positivist theory. This theory emphasizing written law made by authorized state institutions sociological. The theory of law. This theory views law as a product of social and cultural interaction in society. Scope of state administration law. Prajudi Atmosidarjo said the scope of state administration law is 1. Laws concerning the basic and general principles of state administration. 2. Law on the organization of state administration. 3. Law concerning the activities of state administration which are of a juridical nature. 4. Law concerning the means of state administration, especially regarding state personnel and state finances. 5. Government administrative law and region and are divided into 1. Administrative law of personnel, 2. Financial administration law, 3. Material administration law, and state company administrative law. That's all from me. I will return into the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Sabila Humaira. The next material will be delivered by Widya Ramadhani.
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. Okay, I will continue explaining the material. The relationship between an and HTN. The relationship between HTN and HAN, namely that state bodies option arbitrary from HTN and state bodies must use their authority based on option authority from HTN and state bodies must use their authority based on or in accordance with HAN. Oppenheim stated that the question is that HTN is a state in a state of rest, while HAN is legal regulation regarding a state in a state of motion. 2. The relationship between HAN and criminal law. The relationship between state administrative law and criminal law according to a threat can be seen from the aspect of its enforcement, where criminal law provides special sanction for both violation of private law and violation of existing public law. Three, the relationship between HAN and civil law. Civil law is a reserve for state administrative law. Anything that is not regulated by state administrative law can use civil law. State administrative law can be supplemented by civil law, as long as public law does not make rules regarding one thing. Then civil law can apply as general law or people's law. But if state administration law regulates it, the results used are state administrative law. For the relationship between state administrative law and constitutional law and HAN and constitutional law are interrelated because both discuss the procedures for organizing government. Constitutional law establishes the basic principles of the state and the constitutional right of citizens, while HAN regulates the procedures for implementing this principle. State administrative law must always be within the corridor of consultation law, and the consultation court has the authority of test law against the constitution and profit binding discussion. Next. Five, relationship between state administrative law and regional government law. State administrative law and regional government law are interrelated in various aspects, such as the regulation of funding, supervision and inspection of decoration funds and assistance tax, as well as in organization, population, and administration regulated by law. Next is that administration law source. One, material source of law. The material source of law is the source of law that determines the content of the legal rules, and determining the content of the law is influenced by many factors, namely history, namely past law or regulation that are considered good can be used as material for making law and can be enforced as positive law. B. Social factor, namely the entire society and institution that exist in society. Activities that occur in society can be used as material to make law, in other words, in accordance with the legal feelings of society. For example, the condition and views of society in social, economic, cultural, religious, and philosophic factors. This measure to determine whether the rule is fair or not and to what extent the rules is obeyed by the community or why the community obeys the rules. Source. One formal source of law. That is, legal rules are seen for the aspects of form by being given a form through a certain process. Then the rule will apply generally and bind all members of society and be obeyed by members of society. The formal legal course of state administrative law are 1. Law, 2. Customs or practice of state administration law, 3. Jurisprudence, 4. Doctrine or opinion of expert. That's all for me. I will return it to the moderator.
Thank you, Vidya Ramadhani. They conclude our session for today. Thank you all for your attention and participation. Have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.